dress all in white face, white clothes, a blonde wig and a white hat, and stand on the street and give people flowers. When I was growing up, I did a lot of ballet all the way through primary school and high school. But we were always schooled when we were there that even if you don't end up being a dancer, it still helps you in your chosen field. I was always a little bit suspicious of that. When I started statuing, definitely all the discipline of your body, standing still, using particular muscles, and being able to stand still just full stop. Really, ballet helped that enormously.
Well, that is a snippet of audio from a film produced by Rachel Buch, who is studying a Bachelor of Arts majoring in Communications Studies at the University of Western Australia. One of the units Rachel is doing includes developing, pitching and producing a 5-minute film on a topic of your choice. And that's what this film is all about. And Rachel joins me to have a bit of a chat about it now. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, JD.
Great to have you in. Look, you're in third year of study. What are you aiming to do at the end of your studies?
Well, I'm really hoping to do some work in community media. I really am interested in working with the kinds of media that really have an impact on the community. So I guess doing something like this has really given me an experience into a different form of media that I haven't used much before.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping to spread myself across a number of different mediums.
Well, this film certainly had an impact on me when I watched it. It's a film that is a wonderful insight into one young woman's life. Tell us a little bit about Xanthia O'Connor, the subject of this film.
Xanthia is a good friend of mine. We actually went to high school together, and when we were thinking about what we're going to do for this film, it was so broad, we can do anything that we wanted, really. I thought to myself, Xanthia is really the sort of person that is interesting to me because she's gone and done so many things that I think are quite brave to do, regardless of what people think, and regardless of how scary it might be. She's really got out there and made something interesting of her life, and I think that's powerful, and I think people want to know about that.
Yeah. Now she's a human statue, and she statues on the weekends in Fremantle and Perth, and I see that she's also been seen in Melbourne and Sydney. And the music in this film, some of the music is by her as well, isn't it?
It is. All the tracks we've used in the film are by Xanthia, so she also dabbles in her music, and I think her music is fantastic. It's very expressive of who she is as a person and of her character, so I thought it was the perfect thing to use.
You're with JD on 98.5. My guest is Rachel Buch, who is the producer of a student film called Still Life. The film made by a group of, was it 5 students? You as producer. What was it like collaborating in that student setting?
It's very interesting. You always have different personalities, but I was actually very pleased because our group sort of converged on this idea that we were all really excited about, and it really helped to make it quite a smooth process, and everyone just worked so hard and worked really well together, so I was very happy about that.
So what's next for you? You've still got some more studies, or are you just coming to an end of it?
I do have more studies. I'll be finished my degree in the middle of next year, so I'm quite excited about that. But this has probably been the biggest, hardest semester, so it's quite exciting to wrap it up, but it's been really rewarding as well. I've really enjoyed it.
Has Xanthia seen the finished product, by the way, about her?
She has, yeah.
And what did she think?
She was really happy. I think she liked the way that we put it together. She liked that it did represent who she is and what she's trying to do with her character, and I think that was a really important part of it for us. We really wanted to do that and make it very true to her.
And what did you think as a producer? I know that you've been part of the process and you've probably watched it numerous times from go to woe. What's your overall feeling about it now that it's done?
We have watched it many times, and I think that's just the creative process. You sort of like it, and then you start to really hate it, and then you sort of get to the end and think, actually, we did a good job. And I do really think that from the outset, we proposed this simple idea, and we really wanted to stay true to that and not get overcomplicated. And I think that we achieved that. I really hope that we achieved it.
Oh, wonderful. So where can people see the movie?
The film is on YouTube.
Yep.
So if you search the name of the film, Still Life, and my name, Rachel Buch, it should come up.
Okay.
And I also have a website as well.
All right.
So it's also on there.
Fantastic. All right. Well, we will put the 5-minute documentary film via a link on our Facebook page so people can go to that as well. Rachel Buch is the producer of it. It's called Still Life. Rachel, all the best for your future too.
Thank you,
and
JD.
really appreciate your time too.
Thanks very much for having me.